There's some interesting tidbits coming out now that that interview that Jada Pinkett Smith did the other day, where she pretty much revealed to the world that her and Will Smith have not been married since 2016. So they've been living apart for years, which honestly makes that slap from the Oscars even more pathetic, because that means they weren't even living together and it was all for show. So Will Smith was just trying to be some tough guy to obviously impress her, which did not impress her at all. It's funny, like I said this in yesterday's video, Will Smith must have some kind of humiliation fetish. They must be in some kind of weird relationship, you know, whatever floats your boat. But I can't think of any other reason why someone would stay with a person like this, because she's out there sabotaging him when he's obviously been trying to lay low. If you look up his name, you might find an article about some movie he's doing, but it's going to be pretty much nonstop coverage of this now. But before that, people were still talking about that slap. Now they're talking about it even more. It was dying down. I mean, let's be real. That slap was one of the craziest things that have happened in Hollywood over the past 2 years. So, yeah, people were still talking about it. But for the most part, it died down. And now, because she's got a book to sell, some book all about her life, she's happy to drop bombs on him so that she can get her book out there. And this body language expert came to the conclusion that she seems to enjoy shitting on him. She was suppressing laughter and smiles, according to this person. And I know body language stuff is not an exact science, but there is something to some of that stuff, and I think it's interesting. It really does seem to paint her in the correct fashion that she is a huge narcissist and enjoys stringing Will Smith along. She's been stringing him along for years now because they're not going to get divorced. It's funny, and the biggest takeaway from that article that I read yesterday was when she said she wasn't going to give him a reason for divorce after she already screwed her son's friend. Like, what a weird relationship this is. And they have no plans to divorce either. Will Smith needs to just get the hell out of this marriage. I don't know why he's still with her. The saying is it's cheaper to keep her, but in this case, I mean, she's crushing any more income that you could bring in. Because how can you really look at this man as a action star now? I mean, the dude is a wimp cuck. Guy will back down to everybody, but he's willing to step up to Chris Rock, who's physically smaller than him, you know, and wasn't expecting it. It's the dude just is kind of a wimp now, and this makes him look even worse. So let's take a look at some of this. Jada Pinkett Smith seemed proud to announce her separation from Will and even appeared to suppress laughter, claims body language expert who says bombshell revelations are the star's comfort zone. She loves talking about it. Now, let's just read a little bit of this, because this is crazy to me that someone would do this to someone they supposedly love, you know, in quotes. Was he loves that man, but you're willing to shit on him and burn him down anytime someone wants to put a camera in front of your face. I mean, that says a lot. I almost kind of feel bad for him now, to be honest, because, I mean, does it seem like his children respect him? Sure as hell his wife doesn't respect him. And, you know, the public doesn't respect him anymore. It's kind of sad, because think about where that dude was, you know. So, also, remember, he was a childhood star. Usually those people are screwed up. And it's starting to show that, yeah, there's some weird shit going on in this marriage. So listen to some of this. This is a quote from the body language person. With a book to plug, she is dropping a bath bomb into everything fans know and think about her perfect marriage to Will, which could account for the counter intuitive body language display as she breaks the news during the interview, the communication pro explained. Without the words, Jada's facial expression suggested she was announcing good news, like an engagement or a secret wedding, not a split that occurred 7 years before. She seems to be trying to suppress a smile as she surprised the host with the scoop. Judy said Jada looked to be pursing her lips in a suppression ritual as though excited to see the news sink in, with a puckered smile as though she was trying not to laugh. Imagine laughing about that. You know, and she knows this. She's not stupid. She's a Hollywood star, celebrity, even though I don't think she's been in much lately. But she used to be somebody. She used to be in a lot of shit. And she knows how this works. When you drop something like this, it's going to be in every outlet out there. And it is. Every outlet's talking about this and making him look like an ass because of what she did. And that's why she was trying not to laugh. She knows this was going to happen. And it's almost like either Will Smith has a humiliation fetish or she's actively trying to get him to divorce her. Because she wants him to be the one to do it. Now, she could do it herself. That's what doesn't make any sense. She doesn't need his permission to get a divorce. She can file the paperwork and get it rolling. And if he doesn't want to do it, she could drag him in the tabloids. So he would end up doing it if he wants to or not. This is just wild to me. He has to enjoy this shit. I mean, we already know he's okay with other men sleeping with her. From what I understand, at least from what the info out there says, he gave that August guy permission to date her. So, this is a Hollywood marriage. This is a perfect Hollywood marriage, really. Okay. There was an eye smile as she tilts her head, the expert added. I have no idea what an eye smile is. Appearing almost proud as though giving someone a lovely surprise. She performed deep nods of affirmation at the host, relates the news, and there was an explosive laugh as though she was releasing all the suppressed emotion at last. Judy also explained that smiling when you deliver or hear bad or sad news can be bravado, and it's quite a common response. However, her hand clasp during these moments also suggested some tension. So, I don't know. It's just wild to me. It goes on more and more, but the idea that she wanted to laugh at this shit really just says a lot about this woman. She drove him crazy. I think he was already a little crazy, but she she pushed him over the edge. That's what I think. This is a wild, wild bunch of tea that's come out over the past 2 years with them, and it just keeps on coming. She's going to lay it all out there. If this man ever let her do nasty shit to him, that's going to come out too in one of those little red table talks or the next time she's got a book to sell, which will be after the divorce. It'll be called My Time Owning Will or something. And don't be surprised if she was the one doing the pumping with some plastic on him, if you know what I'm saying. She's probably pegging him or something. Don't be shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a weird relationship. But it just shows you how mean she is. She's out there smiling, laughing, trying to hold all that shit back. These people have a lot of money, but I'm telling you, they're not happy. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.